Oh, wow. Well, hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Thomas and I'm joined by
Paul.
Having a good slurp there.
Yeah. It's hydrating.
Yeah, there we go. We're watching the Macra terror and we were quite, would it be safe to say, bowled over by part one?
Yeah. We really enjoyed it. Really liked it. It's been a really positive start.
Yeah.
It's got its claws into us.
Yes, absolutely. And I just about recognised the monster from Gridlock.
Yeah, very good.
I have to say, that is not a monster I was expecting to have origins in the classic era. You know, Cybermen, Daleks, ice monsters, Silurians. I can understand, but I'm glad to see it again. I liked it in Gridlock, but I'm like, oh wow.
I think some people weren't very happy in Gridlock though, because they said, I think in the Gridlock the Doctor said they've devolved, and also so they're not like quite the same, but also they're quite throwaway, aren't they? They're just there at the end and in the gas. They're not really the main thing, are they, in that story? So I think some people felt it was a bit of a token thing, but you know, like. I liked it. I went, Macra. I think, fortunately, some people came away from it feeling a bit crabby.
Yeah. Yeah, my rowing friends weren't a fan of it. I know someone. What do you think of this, Paul, as an ethical dilemma? So I know someone who went crabbing. As in where you catch some crabs.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And sometimes people use bacon as bait. But they used crab sticks. And I don't know, that just feels a little bit... I don't know, it's almost cannibalism, isn't it?
Right.
But,
I guess some animals do eat each other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't have strong feelings either way on crab cannibalism.
So you wouldn't object to feeding a crab stick?
I mean...
You, sir, are the most horrendous person I've ever met.
I mean...
Yeah, I mean, if you give them bacon, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't even know if crabs would... Do they like crab sticks? Did they go for it? Well, if it works, it works.
Nice.
You watch now. We'll do, whatever we do now. This will be that comment will be the most controversial thing we've ever said. It'll blow up, you know, like.
Yeah, RSPCA is going to be on us. Yeah, this is good sci-fi, isn't it? Because they're familiar enough to be like, oh yeah, these are human beings, we can relate to them. And yeah, it's a completely transposed kind of reality.
I was trying to think who that woman reminds me of, but I realised that she reminds me of the original Moneypenny in James Bond. But you've never seen James Bond, have you? So
I know, I still need to check it out.
You've not seen one James Bond film?
I've seen all the Daniel Craigs.
Oh, okay. Right.
And I've seen Alan Partridge.
Goldfinger. Wrong. Doctor out.
Oh, there we go. Denying the existence of the monster.
Yeah.
Here's the indoctrination.
Very sinister.
Wow.
I still don't understand why everyone's gone to sleep in their clothes. Surely they would have got some pajamas or something, you know.
You will not resist the sleeping gas.
And there's a slight rippling effect going on his face. Oh, the gas coming out, wasn't it?
Big Ben's gone over to the dark side.
That is a big claw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my
Gives you a good sense of scale.
Is he going to save her?
know everything that's happened. The poor girl has had hallucination.
That's not the controller, that's just a picture of a man.
It is the picture of our controller.
Well, where is he? I'll wager he doesn't exist.
Of course he does.
Well, let's see him then.
That's not necessary. That set the cat among the pigeons.
They've not got him there.
Ooh.
This is your controller. This is your controller.
But he's an old man.
Well, now you've seen the controller.
Well, let him speak.
Be silent! That is an order!
Let him speak!
Be silent!
He's not given the orders.
This
He can't
is the
talk.
man.
Give away. Don't touch me. I'm a man.
What's that?
Oh,
What's
wow.
happening?
That was it! They're in control!
Oh,
Oh, there's someone on the screen there. Nice.
that was like some proper found footage horror at the end, wasn't it? When the camera was knocked over and he was dragged off screen by the
Yeah.
Macra.
Yeah. Yeah, so what are you thinking so far then? What are you making of this and what do you make of that episode?
Ah, I think it's genius. I think the way it's exploring just I think Ben is the standout in this one, isn't he? Because just so fascinating he's indoctrinated in his sleep, and then he turns the Doctor in, and the indoctrination is so strong that even when he sees the Macra, he's kind of denying it. But it's only when Polly is, just about to be killed that you see like a bit of the real Ben kind of steps in and is just like overrides the kind of the indoctrination and saves her. But then it kind of returns and he's like, no, there are no such creatures. There are only good things in this colony. There's no evil. And it's the Macra wanting them to believe that they don't. What is it? The usual suspects. The devil's greatest ruse is to make you believe that he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So it's doing a lot, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty stunning. Like proper bit of sci-fi dystopian kind of. Is it 1984?
Nice. Yeah.
That I've heard that's kind of explores some similar ideas, but yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I've really liked it. I was going to say, I think Ben is a real standout, just his performance there throughout the whole thing, since from the point he gets kind of brainwashed, is brilliant. And like you say, you do see a bit of him come back, but then you can kind of tell when he goes in with Polly to the pilot's office, you can kind of tell he's going to deny the Macra exists. But yeah, and the whole thing with the Macra on the screen there, like with the controller, it's kind of reminds me a little bit of the Wizard of Oz, like where you've got like this face, the front of the thing, and then you pull back the curtain and actually there's just an old man. And then he's being threatened by the Macra. So actually it's interesting because I guess you would assume that, I don't know what you assumed. I mean, because I obviously have a bit of an inkling of what was coming anyway. You would kind of assume that the Macra are just kind of monsters, threatening the colony. But to actually find out that they're controlling the colony is a nice little twist.
It's a great twist, because I didn't think they were especially intelligent before that point, because I mean, it'd be hard for them to use an iPad, put it that way.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's the cool thing, I guess, isn't it? That they got this man to kind of do their bit. So how are they talking? Did it kind of explain that? Are they using some kind of voice converter or something?
I don't think we've seen. I presume so. I don't think. Maybe we'll see in another episode. I don't think they talk. Like,
No, I was going to say, you just see one like rock up and go, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's great, and lots of good stuff in that episode. Again, just really kind of building it and ramping it up, isn't it? For me, I think so far in the series, this feels like the strongest story.
Yeah, I'd agree. And it is a sort of another base under siege story, but quite different again, isn't it? Very different again.
Yeah, it's definitely a base under siege story, isn't it? People in a confined area, even though it's a bigger confined area, but it's still very much that. But you're right. It just it goes to show that it doesn't have to be repetitive just because you've got that similar format in some ways.
Yeah. Great. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Join us for part 3 of the Macra, and we'll see you soon. Do give us a subscribe if you'd like to be notified when that comes out. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.